Well, I guess the question really comes from somebody who knows how red-green Tron looks. And to answer that question, we have to look at the difference between blue Tron and red-green Tron. So red-green Tron, they assemble Tron very, very consistently on turn 3, or turn 4 maybe. So they have access to Tron really fast. And they have also access to Karn really fast because they can also, take colorless permanents and stuff. They can also get Karn relatively consistently. So for them, it is a viable game plan to just slam Karn turn 3 or turn 4 or Wurmker Engine turn 3 or turn 4. That is their game plan basically. For us as Blutron players, it's not really possible because we don't have that many ways to assemble Tron. We don't have Ancient Stirrings or Sylvan Scrying. We don't have VX, which dig and stuff like that. So we usually assemble Tron like several turns later, 2-3 turns at least, on average. Sometimes you're gonna have turn 3 Tron with this deck, but not consistently. And if we did play Karn, instead of playing Karn turn 3 or turn 4, it would be like turn 6 or turn 7. And turn 6 or turn 7 Karn is really not all that impressive. Turn 6 or turn 7 Karn, you might like -3 a land, and your opponent won't care because he has 7 lands, and in Modern, not many people or not many decks need 7 lands. So Karn on turn 6 or turn 7 is just not very impressive, and the things which we do have, something like Sunring Titan or Wurmker Engine protected with blue spells or Mindslaver on turn 6 or turn 7 is way more impressive than a Karn. Way more resilient and way easier to win the game with. Try to win a game with a Karn, a single Karn, on turn 6 or turn 7. Now, the equivalent, or the card which we have to compare this to, is Eugene. Eugene does something completely different. When Eugene comes into play turn 6 or turn 7, or whatever turn, he will wipe the board, which is huge for Blue Tron, which is something we actually need. Exiling a single permanent doesn't really matter to us. Eugene is a powerhouse in this deck. And also, there's some people who argue against playing Eugene. Mostly because Eugene is not an artifact. You cannot tutor for Eugene. In this deck at least, you cannot tutor for him. And that is a huge disadvantage over like something like Sunring Titan, or any of the other threats we have. You have to naturally draw into this guy. And the same would be true for Karn. So we wouldn't be able to consistently have early Tron, and even if we have early Tron, we wouldn't have consistently early Karn because we can't find it, and we would only have a slot for one. So I hope that cleared up the question. But I should really write that down in the FAQ because that's a pretty obvious question, and one